Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Sláinte.
Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Maverick here.
Wolfman here. We've got a great show for you today, I'm sure. But before we get to that, please find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, the big one, YouTube. When you find us on YouTube, please consider subscribing and liking the channel. Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do this. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Sláinte.
So, let's talk about your training, young man.
My training or your training? Or both training?
Well, let's talk about yours first, and then we'll jump into mine.
All right. Yeah, so we're about 6 weeks away from the Jim Thorpe Marathon. I did a long run yesterday, tackled just over 21 miles. I've got one more big one, I think, in a couple weeks, and then we start kind of winding down a little bit. I've been playing with fueling while running, so I've been using goo and Gatorade for a long time, and we had a guest on not too terribly long ago, the amazing Lori Kingsley, and she talked about Morton, I think it's called. So I've started to dabble with that. I think I've almost got it dialed in, so that'll be fun. I got one more thing to try, and then I think I've got it figured out.
Just one, and then it's down to a science.
I think so. But yeah, it's going well. How about you?
My training is going horrible. I've been struggling with some stuff with life and scheduling and just things been. I've come to the conclusion that I need to schedule a race in order to be motivated. When I had that race scheduled, I was training better. The weather wasn't bothering me. There was no excuses. The job was getting done. I think I just got to schedule a race, put down some money, and then I'll be motivated. That's my motivator.
I think that definitely helps. So, I mean, I got one for you this weekend. Maple Madness, mud, sweat, syrup. Come on down, I'll be there.
It's a bit syrupy for me.
Bonfire and pancake breakfast. What more do you need? Trail run, just take it real easy.
It's too much for me. I might get stuck in the syrup.
do the 5K with Wolfman Jr.
No, I mean I would love to, but that's too close. I was thinking a little bit more, maybe like a month.
More like 2 weeks.
More like 2.5, 3 weeks, maybe a month. Something a little bit more. That would hurt 5K right now. That would hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think it's helpful to have something lined up. I think it definitely helps the motivation. Like you said, you got money invested into it, more skin in the game. I think it holds you more accountable. I agree.
Yeah, it decreases procrastination and
I don't know
increases
about
motivation. I mean, you can still procrastinate all you want. You can no, but for sure it helps. It might not completely eliminate all your issues, but it's going to at least help with some of them.
Yeah, for sure. But Yeah.
So you got a race coming up.
Yeah, I'm doing. I've signed up for a few actually. Um, I'll be doing the Maple Madness this weekend. The 10K option, just taking it nice and easy. I've heard it's quite a difficult trail, and it right now they're saying maybe some rain, so that makes trails nice and sloppy. Then I signed up for the Bridge Run. I think that's after Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe Marathon will be the next big one. And
Yeah,
I signed up for the Bridge Half Marathon in Binghamton, so that should be fun. I've done that before, but I don't think I've done it since the first year they had it, so that should
which
be
was
exciting.
1947.
No, it wasn't that long ago. But Casey Ellis, I don't know if he's going to be doing it, but he won it last year, I believe. And he just set a course record for a 15K that's here locally that had stood for, I think, over 40 years. I might have to check that, which is pretty
See,
amazing.
it's definitely amazing. I mean, Casey, great job, but at the same time, I'm sad to see the old records go.
I know. I
when
know.
they've stood the test of time for 4 decades. It's sad to see it broken. But no,
10,
nothing to take away from him. That's a great run, great job,
yeah.
way to work at it.
I
And
think he
we've heard
beat
that
it.
name on the show before.
Yes. Amazing runner. If you get a chance to watch him, come up to the bridge run if he's running it, see him. Then I signed up for the wine glass again, do the full, get some retribution from last year. No, I'm kidding. I just like the run. It's more local and like kind of like you said, it keeps you kind of accountable and going. So
The thing
yeah,
I love about the wine glass, right, is that from all the people we've had on the show over the years, some people love it and some people absolutely hate it.
yeah, I like it. I mean, it's an enjoyable race.
It sounds great. Like of all the marathons and stuff, I'm like, that sounds pretty awesome to me. But then people get in, they're like, oh my gosh, there's nobody around.
Hey man, they've got a 5K. I don't think they have a 10K, a half, and the full. You should sign up for one of those. We'll make a
What
weekend of
month
it.
is it?
October.
Yeah, that might be doable.
Yeah. First
That's more
weekend
that's more
in
than 2 weeks.
October. Yeah, it's more than 2 weeks. Little over a month.
Just a little over a month is what I needed. 35
But
days.
that's a fun one. It's a fun one.
People are at home doing the math. They're like, 35 days? What's he talking about?
Yeah, it's way more
October?
than that.
It's got to be at least 40 days.
Maybe 45. I don't know. Is this a leap year? Oh,
check the
fun.
math on that one, Matt McMaverick.
Yeah, yeah. Um, any cross training since
Oh
you're
yeah,
not?
I mean, I do pull ups, hit the heavy bag a little bit. There's always some cross training going on. You know,
Good.
always stuff like that. Take the dog for a bazillion mile walk and whatnot, that kind of thing.
A
But
lot of
no,
miles.
I need what's that?
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, look it up. A lot of zeros in that number. Uh, yeah, basically just trying to do what I can do. But like I said, it's been the winter, I think, more than anything. Because there's been days where I'm like, oh, I could definitely go out. I'll go out later, and then it just doesn't happen, and I get busy with something else. So I'm procrastinating, but at the same time, I'm also getting busy with other stuff that I don't have control over. So I need to just make it happen before that happens. I can't do the procrastination. I have to get it done, and then I won't be able to procrastinate. So that's what I
Yeah,
did today. I went out there, got it done
good.
before I could do anything else.
Yeah,
I just put everything on hold. The dishes can wait. They're gonna be dirty. I'm gonna have more dirty dishes.
yeah, yeah.
I've never
It's
not had dirty dishes.
it's laundry and dirty dishes. That's a constant, I think, when you've got kids.
That's why I'm a big advocate of the one outfit life.
One outfit life. I like it. That's why I
I'm
should
just
have been
kidding.
a
I made that up.
nudist.
I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I'm definitely not doing that.
Um, I'm not. I don't. I don't do a lot of cross training. I'm not gonna lie. Um,
You don't even understand the word cross training.
I do. Well, I do feel better though if I do those kinds of things like the strengthening, the stretching. Like definitely. but I've said it before. They're often the first things to go when I'm crunched on time.
Yeah.
And I've never been a big biker or elliptical guy. You know, those are some other great cross training tools.
But you're huge into NASCAR.
Huge into
A
NASCAR.
lot of
Actually,
driving.
I've never watched a NASCAR race
I
ever.
just meant you drive a lot. I didn't mean for real.
But it was cold this winter. Like, it wasn't bad, like snow wise, but man, it was cold, brutally cold.
Got to get
And
that bitter winter. Got to get it.
I guess so.
All the people in Florida are like, "What are you talking
Yeah.
about?"
I mean, didn't they have like 40s in there? So they were
Yeah,
shivering too.
yeah, for sure. Experience some snow, all that kind of stuff.
Oh man.
Like, well, I look at real estate all over the place all the time. I was looking at some town in New England, and in the picture there was there was like 4 feet of snow. I was
Why
laughing.
would
I was
you
like,
use that picture?
I know. So I was like, this is like the worst picture. Like, if you don't love snow, you're not
Yeah.
buying this house. You're
Oh yeah.
not even gonna consider. There's like 4 feet of snow in this. Like, you could barely walk out your door and get to your vehicle. Like, come on,
That's
not a good picture.
that's
Redo
insane.
it. Redo it. There's not 4 feet of snow there all year long. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Crop it out.
I'm so desperate to sell this house. I'm gonna take the picture today. I'm gonna put it on there, and then I'm not gonna move that picture for months.
That's wild. Yeah. Why would you use that picture?
I don't know. Like I said, like if it was like a destination for snow, like if it's somewhere that you go skiing and snowboarding, that you'd be like, oh, cool, they have snow there. Like that would make sense to me. But it's like this is just some little
Yeah.
town that
Yeah.
like no one's ever probably heard of, and this is a horrible picture. And like no other pictures in the town had the same thing. I was like, that's bizarre.
Somebody moving from Buffalo is like, oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, all
They don't
about
get
it.
it. They never get any snow there.
I know that's the truth though. Like people that want snow and cold, they're like, this is my kind of town. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be, you're gonna get like limited buyers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most people want to see a pristine yard, good foundation on the house, not covered in snow.
Right. Yeah. It hides all the imperfections.
What kind of foundation is that? Oh, it's ice block.
Yeah. Igloo. That's
So,
funny. That's funny. Yeah, man.
not sure how we got to that tangent.
I don't know how we did either, but I liked it. Um, oh, I think we were talking about difficulty training this winter, and I said it was cold,
Oh yeah, right.
brutally cold winter. So, um, yeah, I feel like a news anchor. Got the
Yeah, the fancy toy.
yeah. Well, and the what do they call these
I can't
microphones? Little mic on
lapel or whatever.
the little mic on the tie. Feel professional.
Yeah, well, tell us about the news there.
I will. Uh, L.A. Marathon happened yesterday.
Okay.
Um, I think it was an American won the males race. The first American woman came in third overall. She ran a heck of a race, though. Holy moly! But he won by I think it was like 3 minutes. The first
Yeah.
American to win since like '94 or something like that, and he made his move at mile 16 or something like that. Put on a 50-second or 57-second lead, and then just kept hammering. But the women, they went from like 550 something, and then they dropped a 513. And
Wow.
I'm talking like deep in the race, like
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
miles in or so. And then they did end up slowing back down, but not quite as slow. But man, 550 something mile to 513. I mean, that's insane.
Uh, that's that wouldn't be insane if we were talking about like a shorter distance, but for that long
Right,
distance, yeah, that's pretty
right.
insane.
But that's the news I have today.
That was great.
It was exciting
Tune
to
in
watch,
next
though.
week for extra bonus material on the news.
Yeah, maybe start doing a live quick running weekend recap.
The weekend recap starring Wolfman.
Yeah. But no, it's, the marathon season officially kicks off, I guess, with Tokyo.
Right, let's do
So
this.
that's been some exciting races.
And that's
I
in
don't
France.
I don't get to tune into all of them, but they're
Just
fun.
kidding, people. Come on.
They're fun to watch.
But no, that's
I think.
cool. Like we'll definitely start doing some recaps of the races. That's a good idea. I think people enjoy that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, people, we will let you know about the recap of the races
Yeah.
so you can get some stuff on YouTube, catch up on some of the material, and see what people are running.
Sounds
All
good.
right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and support the show.
Yes. Consider subscribing and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Maverick and Wolfman running out.